My name is Blake Selph, and this is my story. My life before Christ was based around kind of doing what I wanted. There was really no guidelines or anything. I mean, before Christ, I didn't have my wife, I didn't have my kids. So I was in an apartment, one-bedroom apartment by myself. Just kind of did my own thing whenever I wanted. If I wanted to smoke weed, I'd smoke weed. If I wanted to drink beer, I'd drink beer. If I wanted to do stuff that I wanted to do, I just did it. When I was a kid and growing up, my dad was always there, my parents were always there for me, so I never had to branch off to do drugs or to drink or anything like that. But single guy, 25, had friends coming over, and I just kind of did what I wanted, and it never really filled the void, maybe for a short period of time. It was more of a, who can I reach out to fill my void instead of chasing somebody to fill a void. I based myself around people that I don't base myself around now. Like, the people at Crosspoint have literally become my family, my friends, and everybody that I needed. So our thing was, the way that Shanna grew up, she grew up in a household that her dad was never there, her mom passed away in 2014, her sisters weren't ever there for her. Like, she never had a wholesome family, and I had a family that was always there for me. The problem was, we weren't a driven to Christ type of family. Do we love each other? Yeah. I mean, we care about each other, we spend Sundays with each other, but I guess whenever we came here, the main thing that really put us in line to want to follow Christ as a Crosspoint family was everyone was just so welcoming. And we felt like it was so hard to find people that wanted to accept us for who we were. 2 kids with the dad's not in the picture, and a 26-year-old's been married 3 times, and a guy that doesn't have kids is almost 30. You know what I mean? Like, just one thing after another that it felt like we were just being ripped apart in our family. And when we came to Crosspoint, it was, Manny wanted to be involved, Justin wanted to be involved. Everybody wanted to help us, be a part of the family at Crosspoint. So as we came here for Easter, we got introduced to a lot of people, and there was no judgment. It was, I can't stress that enough, that it just felt, everyone was inclined to be there for us. So Sage approached me one day and was like, we were doing our devotionals, and Sage asked me what being saved is. She saw it in her book, and all she saw was a kid getting dunked in water, and I had adopted Sage, I think in May. Actually, it was a year ago today. It was a year ago today, yeah. So we came in Easter. She got adopted in May, right after Lucas's 3rd birthday. So at that point, Lucas was old enough to where he could make up his own decisions and make up his own mind, or if we asked him a question, he knew. And for Sage, her going through the Bible, not being able to read, but seeing pictures of what she wants out of life and that kind of stuff, it just, everything kind of came into play at the right moment. So I pulled the kids aside and really dove into scripture and explained to them what it is for being saved and what it does for you. So I approached Shanna, told her everything that was going on. So we got together, we did our group prayers we did every night, and at the end of it, Sage asked if we could all be saved. So, we came in the next Sunday, and we approached Manny and asked him if it would be a possibility for us to get a group baptism. And so I went to Lucas. At this point, he's barely talking, and Manny was going around asking the kids what the reason was for wanting to be baptized. And he got to Lucas, and so Lucas points to his heart and he says, Jesus. This is a 3-year-old. So at that point, I knew that it was God sent. I knew that we were meant to be here. And this is why I get emotional, like when I sing. Every time that I sing, you know, they cross in my mind the reason why we're here. So, oh, gosh. But that was the reason. That was the reason we got baptized. It wasn't from Shannon. It wasn't from me. It was from the kids. What got us involved? David approached, I believe Manny told him that, you know, I played percussion. So Manny approached me. Hey, would you like to, you know, come play and come listen, and we can get you on the cajon and we can, you know, kind of get you involved a little bit. I think 2-3 weeks in, Manny's like, hey, hop on the kit. Sure. You know, I don't even know the music at this point, you know. Matter of fact, since that day, I can't tell you the last time that I listened to the radio and listened to today's music. It is constant Christian music. My kids get in the truck, it's Daddy Turn on Jesus songs. Like, just being a part of the worship team has completely changed the mindset of everyone around me. I mean, when I first meet somebody, they usually read bracelets that I have on that, you know, say I play for Jesus, or, you know, it has a scripture, or you know, I'm second, whatever it is. And they ask me how I'm involved in it, or I'll bring up, hey, I saw you looking, let me tell you a little bit, you know. And I was never like that growing up. I was never like that. And, you know, watching Manny preach and watching Justin lead, it has completely changed my outlook on life, and the way that I feel like I get viewed by the public in a good way, you know, that I'm not just another kid walking down the street, that I'm somebody that, you know, represents Jesus and represents, you know, the life that should be lived and the scripture that should be preached. But like I said, I'm not perfect, and I never want to be, you know, truthfully. I want people to look at me and know that I'm a real person who slips up and has flaws, but knows what he's chasing and knows what his reason is, you know.